Well, hello my friends! Welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing Alclad Chrome. Now I've done Alclad Chrome in the past. It's one of my favorite paints. But I got a lot of questions that people are still having trouble. And the reason why the questions came up is in a recent video, I used these Alclad Chrome paint for the basis of one of my last tests that we just did. And the candy test. And they were wondering, how do I get it to look like this? And I really don't have any trouble at all. So I figured I'd go through the process again. But what we're going to do is, you see a bunch of chromes here, but this test is only going to be Alclad Chrome. And before we get started, please subscribe to the channel if you're into painting, anything to do with hobbies, particularly paints. We also test airbrushes, hair, all kinds of paint tests. We do nippers. We have a range of gadgets that we test, and tips and tricks, and all kinds of stuff like that. Anything in the hobby world, anything building and painting, please subscribe below. We need about 300 more to get to that 100,000, and when we do, a huge celebration and a massive giveaway. Airbrush, compressor, spray booth. It's going to be an incredible giveaway as a thanks to you guys who have brought us across the old finish line. You guys have been the best. But anyway, let's back to the test. Now, you see an array of colors, and you see all these chromes. Now, I am going to be starting to work on, my English is terrible there, I'm going to start working on a massive chrome test. This is SMS. This is Green Stuff Worlds, who I love. This is an alcohol-based chrome. I have a ton of chromes, as you guys have seen over the years. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put them all in one video and see one spoon at a time, all over the same, and we're going to do a super shootout. But for today, we're just going to go over Alclad. And you see two bottles here. One is black chrome, which is actually one of my favorites. But what you saw in the video was their basic chrome. And that's what we're going to be testing today. So these will be put aside. And we're just going to stick with Alclad's chrome. This is their new label. And it's also made by Ammo by MIG. They're A-stand paints. Let me show you what those look like. Grabbed it here, guys. This is the A-stand chrome A-stand, and this is a rebottled, relabeled Alclad. I tested them side by side. It's the same formula, except they have the polished brass, which was discontinued here, but they brought it back at a different formula. Other than that, I think the entire line is just a rebranded, rebottled Alclad. That's for distribution purposes. I didn't get into any of that stuff, but that's what that is. But if you have trouble finding Alclad, look for A-stand. Ammo by MIG. Ammo. Anyway, onward and upward. Okay, now for my spraying of the chrome, I have found this to be my go-to base. Now you see I have their gloss black base. And very good price. This is just over 10 bucks, maybe for this giant bottle, 12 bucks. There's a lot in here. I used to love it. Then I caught a bad bottle. Then I caught a second bad bottle, and I just had a lot of trouble getting uneven results with this paint. I am going to go back over and see if there's still trouble, and I'm going to see if my local hobby shop has a fresh bottle, and I'm going to actually see if something's going on with that. But in the meantime, when I was doing a lot of chrome test or any of the metals, you know, all the aluminums, all the colors that Alclad makes, all the metal colors, they all require a glossy black base. So what I did was I started spraying this Tamiya. This is TS14 black, and it has been a godsend. It works perfectly. It comes out shiny. It doesn't have any reaction with most of the colors I've tried on top of it. So I recommend Tamiya TS14 Gloss Black. But in this video, I'm going to show the results over other opaque colors. And don't know how this is going to come out. It's kind of on the bright side. Any dark color will actually work. Like over this blue, it's going to look, I already know it's going to look good. So I took a few of the Tamiya cans I have on the shelf behind me and sprayed a few spoons with those colors. And we're going to see how the chrome looks on top of that. All right. Also, I sprayed a Gunpla piece here. Black, even though it came black in the kit, you can see the original color here. See, it's a dull black, so I don't think I would have gotten the chrome look. But I sprayed it with the Tamiya, so we'll see how it looks on a Gundam piece. This is not going to be a durability test. We're just going to show you the results here. The durability test will come when I do my mega shootout, when I have a proper primer laid down, then the gloss paint, and then that. And then we're going to see if we can put tape on top of it and peel it off. We'll do all that. Right now, we're just going to go for how it looks and how I spray it onto these spoons. And we're going to try it over a flat color. So I have this flat orange. And we'll see how it looks on that. It's probably going to come out like in a dull polished metal, I'm guessing. But I'll show you this as for a flat piece. I had this sitting over here in a bucket of pieces that I painted. So I said, we'll show the results over a flat color. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use my swallowtail with the .28 needle. I've actually sprayed, I believe I sprayed the spoon you saw in the video recently with the .5. So don't sweat it, what size needle you guys are going to use. If you just lighten the trigger, you're going to be fine. I actually put this on kind of heavy, and I still got this result, which I'll show you in just a minute. I took the cap off so we can get a little closer, because we're going to go in a little closer and a little finer. By the cap, I meant the protective cap for the needle here. So it doesn't get bent, but we'll be careful, right? We shall be careful. All right, guys, and before we head to the booth, a lot of people ask what mask I use. I use the Rhino with the replaceable filters right here. Does an awesome job, fits comfortable. It's under 20 bucks, and it just works. Sorry, guys, I'm drifting away from the microphone. Yeah, I'll put a link below for the mask. It's an excellent product. It's treated me well now for a few years, and it does the job. If you've got a proper booth and that mask, you're good to go. Anyway, let's grab the airbrush. Let's grab some of this chrome paint. Shake it up. I believe I did already. Yep, it's ready to go. And let's go spray some spoons. All right, here we are at the booth. We'll start with the black spoon. I have already loaded myself up. Forgot to take my cap off here. But don't loosen up the main nozzle. Make sure that's tight. There you go. There we go. All right, I have it set for 15 psi. All right, make sure you're nice and clean here. We're just going to go across. Missed some on. I have a little more control when I go one way. So just missed it on in the beginning. You can see it's getting chrome already. Now you can actually go in a little heavier, believe it or not, and this stuff dries almost instantly. About 30 seconds after the final coat, I can actually buff this out, so to speak, with my t-shirt if I'm wearing a cotton t-shirt. You'll see it gets cloudy, and then it just gets absorbed. Once you get a nice layer going, we're just about done. It's this easy. I can even put it on even a little heavier than I normally would once I get to this last layer. And it looks foggy, and then it absorbs. It looks really good once it dries. So that's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and start with some colors. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. You're probably going to see it once we reach its final coating. This has a cool look to it when you put it over colors. It's not mentioned too often. When people paint chrome, they usually just put it over black. And the only other difference I've seen is people might put it over a flat black to make it actually a dull color. But this is what we're going to end up with here. So let's go ahead and check that out. Look at that. It's a really unique look. I guess I'll have to use a darker color. I wanted to show you that I can actually layer it on kind of heavy at this point, and it just gets absorbed right into it. We'll go over it at the bench. All right, over purple. You don't really have to do the, see I'm spraying myself, it's just air. You don't really have to dry it off. This, most chrome paints dry super fast. But once you get on a few light layers, just go across. You start to get that shine to it. Then you can start going in a little closer, a little slower, and a little bit heavier. And you'll know what I mean. I wish you can see it. And can you see it on camera, guys? It kind of gets absorbed. I don't want to go so heavy that we lose it. It's you can see the line of paint, and then just that line just gets sucked right in, so to speak. It's an evaporation effect. Now we have chrome purple, so to speak, right? Look at that. Oh, it's awesome. Can you see it there? Wow, looks awesome. All right, let's keep going. Over red. It's one of the times I'm going to show you guys painting each color. Why not? The chrome paint here testing is kind of what built the channel. All right, we're starting to get that chromish look. Now we're going to go in a little slower, a little heavier. It's performing really well in this airbrush. I do have a place in my heart for this red. I sprayed it over red a long time ago, and I've always liked the look of this chrome over red. It's almost foolproof. I've never really had trouble. Check that out. Spraying Alclad ever. Let's go over our black piece here. I find I didn't have to go as dainty as a lot recommend. I always got the same great results. It's already turning chrome. I'm going to go in now a little heavier. Try to get these angles. It's tough. I'm behind the camera as I'm doing this. We will be testing again clear coats, and it's a process. We're learning as we go. A lot of clear coats don't work over it. Alclad's gloss, aqua gloss, actually is pretty good. It's about the best, and it needs to be an acrylic, and there's a reason for that. And we'll call that done. Look at that. All right, let me put this aside. I got a magnet here that holds that up. Over green, here we go. We still got the same original amount of paint in there. No edits here. This is all real time. Coming out nice. Wow, nice, nice. I thought the green would have been harder to show up. It seemed to be the lighter of the colors I sprayed here. But you could put a nice dark forest green or a jade green. This is actually called park green. There we go. I can attempt to try this heavy, right? I'm going to pull the trigger back a little further than I normally would here. It's still coming out great. It's still absorbing, so to speak. I call it absorbing. It looks like it's absorbing the paint, but it's actually evaporating. Once you get to a certain layer, you can kind of pile it on, believe it or not, and still get a chrome look. That's pretty heavy, but you're still going to get that green showing through. I might need more. Let me pause the camera and refill the gun. 1 second. Alright, I put a little more in. You can see it. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Don't forget we got this flat piece. We'll end on that one. Let's go over the dark blue. Looks like there's some marks in this. I'm not happy about it, but let's go for it. I should try it over dark brown. I don't think I'll get a gold effect, but I'll try that. I'm going to try and get a gloss brown and see what we can get with that. I'll do that behind the scenes. Not the intense chrome effect of the original. I mean, that is just chrome right there. But it does have its own unique look, which is pretty cool. When you want to have something stand out on your kit, just go ahead and lay down some colors. All right, let's see how it looks over this flat orange. I don't have a clue what we're going to get here, but I know it's probably going to be dull and not shiny. Kind of see it clouding up there already. I guess if you don't have any of their aluminums or their steel colors, just lay down flat paint, and you're gonna get that exact look, you know. It's harder for me to judge this because I'm not getting that chrome look to know when I can hit it heavier and get it to absorb. But I knew exactly what I knew I was going to get this dull look. You'll see it at the bench when we're done. You know. Let me fill this up one more time. I will finish that off. We'll head back at the bench and we'll go over all the colors and the results. All right, back at the bench. And we'll start off with the the one I told you was going to end up dull. It's just going to match the shine of the base. So if you're going to have a flat base, this is what you're going to end up with. But in a pinch, if you need a polished metal or an aluminum looking piece, just take your chrome and spray it over a flat primer, and that's what you'll get. But let's go over the results. Over black, Tamiya black spray. It is beautiful. And like as I said, it's been about 2 minutes since you saw the last color go on and hit the bench. Here's my t-shirt I'm wearing. It's cotton. I will actually, during painting, don't hit that. I will actually do that, and you can actually buff the, people call it a powder. It looks like a powder, but it's just like a residue that's left behind, so to speak. And you can do that. It's already dry. By the time you're picking up the second spoon, you know, for me, the second spoon, the second piece you guys are doing, you're going to end up with a completely cured and dried piece. I wouldn't mask anything on it at that point, but you can absolutely buff them out. All right, let's go over the results here. This is over green, kind of like green chrome. It's pretty nice. I like it over these colors. Over red. And there's your difference right there. Over the light blue, that's pretty nice. Wow, that's nice. Is it light blue? French blue. TS10. If you guys want the numbers, the red is TS85, TS35. And I already told you TS14 is the black. All right, TS24, purple. Wow, that's nice. All right, keep it in my spoons here. Keep them nice and even. TS15, simply blue. How's that? And there you go. Oh, that's closest to chrome, huh? Let's see. Look at that. This is the closest to actually going blue chrome, you know. And you can go heavier. You might get a little duller, but you can, as you've seen, I did with the blue. I went heavier and got almost a real solid looking chrome. And you see the difference there, though. But isn't that great looking? Look at that. And that is the test. Now you can try it over different colors. I mean, there's yellows, oranges. As I said, I'm going to try brown. I think brown is not going to give us that gold look we're looking for. It's just going to be more of a tint tone to the black chrome that they sell. Black chrome. But as I said, I'm working on an extensive shootout of all the chromes. And let me show you what I mean by all the chromes. I have a bunch behind me. This is just some of the chrome we have. Outlaw chrome. Revell chrome in the spray can. Oticon chrome. Pro Scale chrome. SNP chrome. Zerk chrome. Inspire chrome. AK Super Chrome. And I also have, hold on, Chrome with a K. How's that? This is Alpha, I think. Alpha Corp. Hold on. Chrome, Zero Metal Chrome. Zero Paints. Also have their Zero Mecha Chrome. This is Custom. This is their Black Chrome. This is their Super Chrome. Duralumin Tough Chrome, Duralumin Regular Chrome. So, there's plenty of chromes for a mega test. It's going to take a while to do that test. So, we're going to start working on that in the coming weeks. We'll more than likely we'll have our 100,000 subscribers by then, which is what, fingers are crossed, we will achieve very soon. Anyway, man, that is the test. Thank you so much for sticking around. Other tests are coming. I got some surprises coming. I got new paint line coming out, a new thinner, new primers. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. So we're going to have a busy coming up a few weeks and a couple announcements to make. And it's going to be fun. And when we reach the 100th, I'll have a special video and we'll figure out how we're going to do the giveaway. But it's going to be massive. And I want you guys to be there for that. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. And please hit the like button. That also helps with the channel's algorithm. You can maybe go back to playing my tunes. You can see in the background my beloved heavy metal, metalhead, Camelot, Sirius Black, Sabotage. I broke out the Sirius Black because they have a new album out that came out on Friday. So whenever a band has a new album, I grab their earlier one. Listen to that as I head into their new one, which I already played, and it's quite good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video. As I said, don't forget to subscribe and like. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your week. God bless.